Hey, it's Michael Saul with the stock market trading watch list for the week of July 18th, 2011. Let's take a look at some stocks that we were watching on Friday. Then I'm going to go over the usual suspects, and then I have a new stock to watch for Monday. JVA, Coffee Holding Company, did what I thought it was going to do, which was digest. This is a pretty nice size candle comparatively. I know it's not compared to this one or this one, but this is how the stock used to trade. So you have to look back not just at the recent action, but you have to look back at least a couple of weeks back, and you can see this was a pretty okay range candle, and you just consolidated here, and it's between the 10 and the 20. So waiting on this one another day at least to see if it gets a move from here. But there was no trigger on Friday on that one. MLI. Looks like it tried to go higher, then it broke lower. So let's see if this thing can get some follow-through on Monday. Okay, let's see if we can get some follow-through to the downside. And then Win broke to the upside, but it gapped up. All right, and I mean, I could easily retro trade this and go, well, when it came back, you should have. But that's not how the video trades these. Okay, what the video does is the video watches for... if looking at a breakout pattern, looks for an open inside that pattern, and then to see if it would break out of it. But it didn't. It gapped up. So officially, even though it did come back for a second entry, this is officially canceled. Now, if you're day trading these, there are other methods, such as the first half-hour rule and stuff like that. I'm going to be talking about all that stuff in the very near future. I'm working on a course with someone, and when it's released, it's really going to be just like an all-in-one day trading course from start to finish. So when I get that ready, I will make sure I announce it on the video. All right, so those are the three stocks from Friday. Let's look at some of the usual suspects. Here's Apple. We got Apple earnings coming up. All right, we were looking for a test of this high. I was talking about this for a number of days. We finally got there. So above this, we got 375 and then 400. Will it get there for earnings, or is this a sign that it's going to crash? I mean, I talked about that with Google, which we'll look at right here. Basically pin 600, right? A little bit under 600, but that's close enough for government work. But, this was the day before, and I love people when they talk about, it's trading like it's going to miss. Well, I mean, you can't really get an uglier day except like something like news-related, right? I mean, look how ugly this day was. And then boom on Friday, just with the earnings beat. So you just can't predict this, and that doesn't mean that there aren't ways that you can trade this volatility, right? This is a decrease in volatility here. You had the increase here, and then volatility ebbs and flows, and this is a pull-in of volatility. And there are some option strategies that can be used in order to take advantage of this expansion of volatility. And if you have a bias or an opinion, even an opinion, okay, you can even do more than just like the simple straddle and strangle, which are basically the basic patterns for volatility. But there are a lot of other patterns that you can take advantage of if you have an opinion, even a little bit of an opinion. Okay, like even if you think, it's maybe going to go up, you can still take there are still setups that if it goes down dramatically, you're not going to get wiped out, right? So anyway, that's, like I said, that's all stuff for other videos and stuff like that. And I'm actually, writing some options education stuff up. So, I'm holding off another day or two releasing the new site, but it should be up and ready to go by Tuesday. It's actually probably ready now. A couple people are already going to it, and they like it. It's just an education site. It's not like the blog where I update with quick blurbs. These are actually actual articles. The reason that I don't want to release it right now, I think there's 12 articles on there right now, is that a lot of it is psychology-based and mindset-based and stuff like that. And I don't want the site to be confused with, and it's a huge part of trading, okay? But I don't want to get it confused with that, it's a trading psychology site, because it isn't, okay? It's going to be an all-encompassing site that's going to have education on trading tactics, on strategy, on mindset, on psychology, which are all very important parts, okay? Just general stuff. So that's why I'm holding off a day. I want to get a couple of other articles on there and then launch it, and then I'm going to progress and put a couple articles a week on there, and I think it's going to be a great resource for everybody. And there's a 100% guarantee, money back guarantee. Actually, there's 1,000% money back guarantee on access to the site because it's free. So I could give that guarantee. If you don't like it, you'll get every dime you spend getting access to the site. Okay, you'll get that back. But because there are things, obviously, that there are other things like I talk about different products out there that can help the trader. That I'm not giving guarantees on. So, but you have to make your own decision on that, your own due diligence. But access to the site, yeah, that's going to be that's going to come with a guarantee because it's going to be absolutely free, and I think it's going to be a tremendous resource for everybody. And I'm real anxious to get your feedback on it. So. Anyway, let's move on. I'm sorry. I was sidetracked. Here's Goldman. Okay, Goldman still looks like it can test these lows here. So I'm still looking for those lows to be tested. Research in motion, same thing. Really just a little sneeze, a little bit of downside momentum, and these lows will be tested. GLD, okay, still going, still looking for that target. Okay, I know a lot of people were looking to short this double top, but we're looking at 156.57 at a minimum, and then 160.35 would be next. Okay, so that's GLD. Look at silver. All right, silver trying to get going here. Broke out of this long consolidation here that it had for a couple of weeks, and now it looks like it may want to try. So let's grab the Fibonacci grid. Let's throw the Fibonacci grid up there. And we can see that we closed above the 38%. So the 50% is 40.88. And then above is 42.02. Looking at my list here. CAT. All right. Here's Caterpillar. This looks like a nice pattern here. So let's see if it can break out of this. Right. It has to take out this last high. If it does, and we're looking at a full retest at a minimum. If not, 127% external retracement. John Deere, not looking so hot here under all the moving averages, but see the rejection here. See if it really got to get back above the moving averages here, but this one is not really looking that sharp. Electronic Arts was a request. Okay, still showing good relative strength. I mean, it got to pull back here, but I mean, still, overall, this is showing pretty good relative strength. Holding the 50-day, so that's the line in the sand, right? If it breaks below the 50-day, then you're looking for maybe a full retest down to here, to the 89. But if it can hold here, could be on the bounce for a retest to 25, all right? But use that 50-day as the line in the sand. And finally, let's look at the stock that I have for Monday. Watching this Crocs. Held up really nice right at the 20 EMA here, so you could put this little consolidation in here, right? And watch this consolidation for a break, and use the other side of it as the stop, which is also the 20 EMA. But this can get a break, and it could go with volume. I mean, look at the volume pop up here above the 50-day moving average. Yeah, I know option expiration, blah blah blah, but still, I mean, that's not something that's that you can just really say, oh, it only has to do with option expiration. I mean, what were they pinning here? They're pinning 26.50? Maybe, right? But I like the little pop-up in volume, especially after the low volume day. So watch this. Watch for confirmation and see if it can retest the highs. That's it. Talk to everybody again tomorrow. Have a great trading day on Monday.